Stop lying to yourself. You say you want it. You say you're hungry. You say you're willing to do whatever it takes. But when was the last time you sat alone in a room and proved it? No distractions, no validation, no applause. Just you, your vision, and the unshakable voice inside you screaming, I will not stop. Because that is where legends are made. Not in front of a crowd, not when it's easy, alone. Say it 100 times. Alone. Not once, not twice. 100, until your brain has no choice but to believe it, until doubt suffocates, until weakness dies. Because if you can't do it alone, you'll never do it in the real world. Most people don't do this. They'll laugh, they'll quit, they'll say it's crazy. But you? If you want to break every limitation, if you want to build unshakable power, if you want to become the person they can't ignore, say it 100 times. Alone. You're trapped. You don't even realize it, but you are. Right now, your life, your future, it's being written by forces you don't even see. The thoughts in your head, the doubts, the fear, you didn't put them there. They were programmed into you by a world that doesn't give a damn if you win or lose. By parents who meant well but carried their own baggage. By teachers, by failures, by pain. By a society that wants you weak, tired, and obedient. And the worst part, you let it happen. Every single day you wake up and repeat the same broken script. You look in the mirror and see the same person, say the same words to yourself, think the same small, limiting, pathetic thoughts that keep you exactly where you are. And you wonder why nothing changes. It's because your mind is a machine. And right now, it's running on garbage. You have years of negative programming weighing you down, holding you back, convincing you that you can't, that you shouldn't, that you're not enough. I'm here to tell you, that's bullshit. And today, we're gonna burn it to the ground. Listen to me. Your brain doesn't care what's true. It only cares what you tell it over and over again. It's not your friend. It's not your enemy. It's a computer. And if you keep feeding it fear, doubt, weakness, guess what? That's what it runs on. That's what it spits back at you. That's why you feel stuck, why you can't break through, why you're still making the same excuses, still living the same life, still watching other people rise while you sit there wishing. But there's a secret, one that champions, winners, unstoppable forces know and use every single day. And if you don't take this in, if you don't apply it right now, you will waste years, decades, trapped in the same cycle while your potential dies inside you. Here it is. Repetition rewires reality. Read that again. Say it out loud. Repetition rewires reality. The human brain is the most powerful force on the planet, and it doesn't know the difference between what's real and what you tell it is real. That means you can change everything. You can reprogram yourself from the inside out. You can take back control, burn the old programming to the ground, and replace it with something stronger, bigger, unbreakable. But here's the catch. You don't do it by thinking about it. You don't do it by hoping. You don't do it by trying. You do it by saying it again and again. You want to be strong? Say it. You want to be successful? Say it. You want to be a leader, a champion, unstoppable? Say it. Not once, not 10 times, 100 times, every single day. Not in your head, out loud, into the world, with power, with certainty, with so much energy that your body has no choice but to believe you. Because let me tell you something, the people who win, the ones who rise, they don't just believe in themselves. They condition themselves. They force their mind to accept a new reality. They use words like weapons, shaping their future with the same unstoppable force that built empires, won wars, and changed the world. And you have the same power. You've just never used it. So right now, I want you to make a decision. Do you stay trapped in the same patterns, thinking the same weak thoughts? playing the same small game? Or do you wake up, take control, and start reprogramming your life? Because I promise you this, the words you say today will be the life you live tomorrow. You want to break through? Stop waiting for one. Create it. Open your mouth and speak it into existence. Say it 100 times. Say it like your life depends on it, because it does. And if you won't do that, if you're too embarrassed, too afraid, too damn lazy to stand up and take what's yours, then don't complain when nothing changes. But if you're done being stuck, if you're ready to step into the person you are meant to be, then look in the mirror, take a deep breath, and say the words that will change your life 100 times. Now, go. Look me in the eye and tell me, what's the lie that's been running your life? The lie that's kept you small, weak, waiting? The lie that whispers, you're not ready, you're not good enough, you don't have what it takes? Because I'll tell you something, and it's going to sting. You didn't create that lie, you inherited it. Someone put it in your head. Maybe it was a parent who never believed in themselves. Maybe it was a teacher who told you to sit down and be quiet. Maybe it was failure, rejection, heartbreak. Whatever it was, it got inside you, it took root, and now it runs your life like an invisible dictator. And it's bullshit. But here's the real problem. You didn't just hear the lie once. No, you heard it over and over. You repeated it. And do you know what happens when you repeat something enough times? You start to believe it. That's how the mind works. It doesn't care what's true, it only cares what's repeated. And if you've spent years, decades, repeating weakness, repeating fear, repeating hesitation, guess what? You've wired it into your nervous system. It's not just a thought anymore, it's a program, a habit, a pattern. And it's why, no matter how many times you get fired up, no matter how much you want change, you keep falling back into the same old bullshit. But let me tell you something. That pattern is not you. That doubt, that fear, that hesitation, that's not you. That's just an outdated software program running in your brain. And like any program, it can be rewritten. But it won't happen by accident. You won't wake up one day magically confident, magically disciplined, magically driven. You have to grab that steering wheel and take back control. How? By doing exactly what created the problem in the first place. Repetition. Because here's the truth. You don't break a pattern by fighting it. You break it by replacing it. You don't get rid of doubt by resisting it. You obliterate it by overwhelming your mind with something stronger. You drown out the old story with a new one. And you do it by saying it again and again and again, right? And here's where most people screw up. They say it once, twice, maybe for a few days, and then they quit. They look in the mirror and say, I am unstoppable with the same weak energy they used to order a coffee. And when they don't feel different, they give up. But champions, the ones who dominate life, they don't just say it, they embody it. They don't repeat it like a weak little wish. They repeat it like a command. They stand up, chest out, voice strong, and they hammer it into their nervous system until their body has no choice but to believe it. Because let me tell you something, when you say something with certainty, when you say it with energy, when you say it until it's carved into your bones, it stops being words. It becomes identity. And once it's your identity, game over. Because people don't act according to what they hope or want. They act according to who they believe they are. So the only question is, who are you going to be? Because right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can keep repeating the old story, the one that's kept you broke, scared, and stuck, or you can stand the hell up, throw that garbage in the fire, and start repeating something new. Not once, not twice, 100 times. Every damn day, I am powerful. I am relentless. I am a force of nature. I do not stop. I do not quit. I do not break. Say it, scream it, own it, and do it over and over until your body, your mind, your entire existence has no choice but to align with that truth. Because at the end of the day, the words you repeat aren't just shaping your thoughts, they're shaping your future. So right now, decide who the hell are you going to be? And whatever the answer is, say it 100 times. Because that is the key to everything. What if I told you that every single thing you want, every dream, every goal, every ounce of success is sitting right in front of you, but you're too blind, too scared, or too damn lazy to reach out and grab it? That's right. You don't need permission. You don't need more time. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to decide. But here's the problem. You've trained yourself to hesitate. You've trained yourself to wait. And now hesitation isn't just something you do, it's who you've become. Think about it. How many times have you had an idea, a goal, a moment of clarity where you knew what you needed to do, but then you paused, you hesitated, you told yourself maybe later, maybe tomorrow, and guess what? Tomorrow never came. Because hesitation is a disease. And if you don't kill it, it will kill your dreams, kill your confidence, and bury you in a life of mediocrity. And you know it, you feel it. That slow sinking feeling in your gut when you see someone else living the life you know you could have. That frustration, that regret, that voice inside screaming, why the hell aren't you doing something? I'll tell you why. Because you've let fear run the show. You've let doubt be the driver. You've built a habit of stopping instead of starting. But today, Babbitt's, because I'm not here to inspire you, I'm here to shake you awake. Listen to me. You have to rewire your brain. You have to make action your default setting. No more waiting. No more overthinking. No more letting fear decide. You get an idea, you move. You see an opportunity, you jump. You feel resistance, you push through it. Because here's the truth. The people who win in life are not the smartest. They're not the most talented. They're not the ones with the best ideas. They are the ones who do something. And I know what you're thinking, but what if I fail? Success is the point. Success is built on failure. Strength is built on struggle. Every champion, every leader, every world-class performer has failed more times than you've even tried. So what's the real fear? It's not failure, it's rejection, it's judgment. It's the idea that someone, somewhere, might see you fall flat on your face. Who cares? Who the hell are you living for, them or you? Because let me tell you something, the people you're so afraid of, they don't care. They're too busy worrying about themselves. And the ones who do criticize, they're the ones who gave up on their own dreams a long time ago. So here's the deal. You either let their opinions own you or you break free. And if you're going to break free, you need a new habit. Immediate action. Not tomorrow, not later, now. When you feel that pull, when you know what you need to do, you act in 5 seconds or less. Because the second you hesitate, your brain will kill it. It will come up with excuses. It will give you 100 reasons to wait. So you beat it to the punch. You move before the excuses can show up. That email you've been putting off, send it. That workout you've been skipping, start it. That business idea, execute it. No more thinking, no more debating, just do. Because the second you start moving, you break the pattern. You take back control. And before you know it, you're not just someone who dreams, you're someone who does. And that is the difference between the ones who make it and the ones who don't. So here's the question. Who the hell are you gonna be? Decide right now. Because in the end, your life will be one of two things. A story of excuses or a story of action. Choose wisely. What if I told you that right now, this very second, you are either building your future or burying it? That every choice you make, every action you take is either pushing you closer to the life you want or locking you in the same cycle of frustration and regret. Let's get real. You already know what you need to do. You know the changes you need to make. You know the habits that are killing your momentum. You know what's keeping you stuck. So why the hell aren't you doing something about it? Because you've bought into the biggest lie in the world. The lie that you have more time. Wake up. You don't have time. The clock is ticking. Life is happening right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. You've wasted enough time, enough days, enough years. And if you don't change, if you don't take control, then guess what? You will wake up in 5, 10, 20 years in the exact same place, but with one difference: more regret. And regret is the heaviest thing you will ever carry. It's the weight of knowing you had the power, the talent, the ability, but you let fear, procrastination, and excuses steal your life from you. Is that the story you want to tell? Or do you want to be the one who took back control? Because listen to me, everything you want is on the other side of one thing: decision. Not trying, not wishing, decide. Right now, you need to decide that you will no longer tolerate a life that is less than what you're capable of. You need to decide that your fear is no longer stronger than your hunger. Because here's the truth. Your future is not determined by your past. It is determined by what you do. And what you do is driven by what you believe. So if you keep believing the same weak, limiting, toxic thoughts, you will keep living the same weak, limiting, toxic life. You need to rewire your mind. You need to program it for action, for power, for relentless drive. And it starts with one thing. You must eliminate hesitation. No more overthinking. No more waiting for the perfect moment. No more needing to feel ready. Because action is not about feelings. Action is about deep. You feel fear, move anyway. You feel doubt, take the damn action. You feel resistance, smash through it. Because the second you move, the second you start to shift. And momentum is everything. When you start making decisions from a place of power, when you start taking action before fear has a chance to creep in, everything changes. Suddenly you're not the person who hesitates, you're the person who goes. And people who go, they win. They build businesses, they change their bodies, they create opportunities, they turn their dreams into reality. While everyone else is thinking about it, they're doing it. And if you want that to be you, then you have to start right now. Not tomorrow, not later, now. What's the thing you've been putting off? What's the action you know you need to take? Whatever just came to mind, do it. Send the email, make the call, start the workout, launch the business. Get in the game, because life will not wait for you. And the pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. So this is it, your moment, your turning point. Will you keep waiting, keep hesitating, keep making excuses? Or will you decide once and for all to own your life? Because at the end of the day, your future will come down to one thing. Did you step up or did you sit down? Let me ask you something. How much longer are you going to lie to yourself? How much longer are you going to say, I'll start tomorrow? How much longer are you going to pretend you don't know what you need to do? How much longer are you going to live below your potential, watching other people rise, watching other people win, while you sit there making the same excuses, telling the same story, stuck in the same damn place? Enough. Because here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. No one is going to wake you up at 5 a.m. No one is going to build your business for you. No one is going to put in the work, push through the pain, or sacrifice for your dream except you. And if you're waiting for motivation, if you're waiting for the perfect moment, you're screwed. Because motivation is garbage. It's weak. It's a sugar rush. It comes, it goes. And if that's what you rely on, you will never, ever be consistent enough to win. You don't need motivation. You need a standard. You need to decide that this is who you are now. Not I should, not I wish, I must. That's the shift. That's the moment everything changes. When you stop treating success like a wish and start treating it like your only option. Because let me tell you something, your excuse are lying to you. I don't have time. Bullshit. You have 24 hours just like everyone else. You just waste it scrolling, watching TV, avoiding discomfort, and playing small. I don't know how, really? In the age of the internet, you don't know how? Or do you just not want it bad enough to figure it out? I'm too tired, then fix it. Sleep better, eat better, move your body, because your energy is a direct reflection of how you treat yourself. Listen to me, your life is the way it is right now because of what you've been willing to tolerate. Read that again. The standards you accept, the laziness, the fear, the hesitation, the procrastination. That is why you're stuck. But here's the good news. The second you raise your standard, the second you refuse to tolerate anything less than excellence from yourself, your entire world changes. Because your life bends to the level of your expectation. And I want you to feel this, really feel this. Because right now, if you don't change, if you keep playing the same game, if you keep telling yourself the same story, you already know where you're going to end up. You know exactly what that looks like. More frustration, more regret, more watching other people live the life you should be living. Is that acceptable to you? Because if it is, I've got nothing more to say. But if it's not, if something inside you is screaming, I am meant for more, then it's time to wake the hell up and start acting like it. You need to move now, not later, not when it's convenient, right now. What's the first step? Take it. What's the excuse? Crush it. What's the action? Do it. Because action is the cure. Every single second you hesitate, you're reinforcing weakness. Every second you wait, you're feeding fear. But every time you move, every time you take control, you are rewiring your brain for power. That's how you build momentum. That's how you break through. But it has to start now. No more waiting, no more hoping, no more settling. Because you are capable of so much more than you've been showing the world. So here's the question that will define your future. Are you ready to stop making excuses and start making history?